everyone. Today we want to talk to you guys about the best remedy we've found that's natural and doesn't drug you up for anxiety and headaches. And I think we all have a little bit of that from time to time. And this is actually something that will make you feel good and be creative and relaxed as well. So it's not just like an aspirin where you take it and don't enjoy it. And we're not talking about weed, believe it or not. If you hear any background noise, we are filming in a live store, so we're sorry about that. I'm Morticia. This is Gomez. And if you guys are new, to subscribe and check out our playlist. We have paranormal, we have spooky. We usually do that, but we do have witchy stuff like this as well. We're in the herb shop in Grants Pass, Oregon. It smells so good in here. If you're touring through or you're local, check them out. They have about everything. I had a list of rare herbs I needed today to make protection bags, and they had everything but one on my list, and they told me where to go get the other one, so they're amazing. And they were kind enough to let us film in here. I will link their info below. Stalk them on Facebook, hang out with them, all that. But let's talk about this wonderful, wonderful cure that people are using in the South Pacific. It's like a beverage there, like you get wine here, except it's healthy. It's called Kava, K-A-V-A. And we used it for anxiety and headaches, but it has a million other uses. If you think you don't need those and you're lucky and never have anxiety or headaches, keep listening. We'll tell you more good stuff it does. But we fill a tea ball with it and make a pot of tea. If you're going to use like a pitcher or something, use like 3 or 4. I make it strong. They do sell it even like on Amazon in tea bags, but I like it strong. I want to know it really works, and I make a whole tea ball even in a cup. I've done that before. And that's like where you get the metal tea ball, put the herb in it. If you want to buy tea bags, use like 2 for a cup just to make sure you're where you need to be. But it is, I remember we were filming, we were getting ready to film our live TV show. Was it episode 4, Gomez?
Yeah.
I was so stressed out about. And it's like, it was live TV, and I'm like, if I mess up this skit, I'm gonna mess up this skit on live TV, and it's gonna be local, then it's gonna go everywhere, and it's not cool. So I was like messing up more because I was freaked out. And if you take something like a Xanax, or if I do, I'm just stoned out and I can't think or function. And this is beautiful because I drank Kava, I calmed down, I was able to be clear-headed, calm, and focus on practicing for the skit, so I wasn't drugged out. And that was amazing. Like, I was open, I was creative. We're authors and we've been published. We'll talk about that another time. But, you know, we have to be creative, and we like to be open and creative. And all creatives like to take a little something sometimes. Kava helps me write, and it stimulates my creativity. It's relaxing. And when your body relaxes, your tension headaches and other headaches tend to go away. And it's helped Gomez's tension headaches when nothing over the counter would touch it, and he tried to take for days, didn't it?
Yes.
And so it's great for that. The anxiety, I was just calm. I was able to do it. I was able not to freak out without being drugged up, you know, just relaxed. And that's the difference between like relaxed and stoned or out or whatever. You kind of get the like relaxed, happy feeling you can get with a glass of wine without the motor issues and stuff like that. And I think it helps anger, because one time it was just like one of those days where everything is happening to tick you off. And I was like, you know what? I'm having Kava. And it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, because I got up earlier, and I was like, you know, if this were like something harder, you would not want to do this at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But Kava's amazing. I can have Kava and still get stuff done all day. I did. I was productive all day. I calmed the heck down, and it was beautiful. So, yeah, it's very good for relaxation. It's very good for ADHD. I read this online. I don't have ADHD, but if you do, try Kava. It will just help you chill and focus. So, yeah. It's really good for the body's circulation. It does pain management even with the body, because it, again, relaxes your muscles, helps to unwind. And it's supposed to help with sex drive. We don't really need that, but I heard it can make you amorous. So, yeah, and it's supposed to help to prevent cancer. So, I mean, it's got a lot. I use it for what I use it for, which is what I brought up first, but it has a lot of health benefits. Helps with insomnia, and we always sleep well. Like, we go to sleep when we're tired, and I think a lot of people with insomnia tend to not. They have to go to sleep when they don't want to because of work or something. That's my theory about insomnia, but we can all have it sometimes, but we usually go to sleep when we're tired, but I do sleep well on Kava. So it helps with, again, chronic pain because it keeps the body relaxed. And it's supposed to help with UTIs, so I don't know. That's interesting. I enjoyed reading the mental, emotional, and physical benefits of this herb, and so, yeah.
It had interesting stimulating mental effects on me when I took it at first I would look at a story and it would be like a blank page, and then I felt what it is like to be similar to that great mathematician Paul Erdős, who would take supplements and suddenly would cover himself with creative ideas, and that's how I started.
So you mean one of the stories we're writing, not something you're reading?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause, you know, we're authors and we use it for that, like I said, so.
So normally it would be like just a blank look. What am I supposed to do with that? How am I going to approach it? I don't even know where to start. And all of a sudden...
I get that every day.
Yeah, so you understand. And then all of a sudden I take Kava, I wait a few seconds, and then, oh, I could start with this, and then it connects to this, and then I start writing, and writing. Before I know it, I write an entire page, and I'm like, wow, I'm amazed at myself. Was it that I who did it? No, it was Kava.
Oh, God. Thank you, Kava, for our writing inspiration. And you know, even if you do other things, like I do a lot of DIY things on the list. If you guys are new, check that out too. But you know, for creativity, if I want to make something, Kava can help with that. You don't have to be a writer. You just have to be a creative soul. What if you're trying to think of what to get your mama for Christmas? Take some Kava, chill out, let your mind go. And like I said, it's not something that's going to have you where you can't function, because I took this at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I was, you know how those days you're just mad and you just keep ranting in your head and it's not helping and everything keeps happening to tick you off. I was just like, girl, you got to shut up, to myself, you know, like shut up. I don't want to feel this anger. I don't want to feel the rage. Shut up. And I took Kava and calmed down, and I was very productive all day. It wasn't like, well, I took Kava, now I'm no use for the day, you know. I really don't like a lot of anti-anxieties because they seem to make people not want to do things. And I'm not a fan of weed. Other people like it because it makes me not want to do things. And I see other people not want to do things on it. But Kava, it helps your emotions, but you are able to do things. So that's the miracle thing for me of how much it helps, but keeps you not only functional, but creative, like Gomez said, and able to do great things as well. And if you are able to get yours locally, I will link it below for other places where you can get it if you can't get it locally. So it comes in just like the dried herb, or you can get it in tea bags, but make it strong because you want to really get the full benefit. Again, I do a full tea ball. I pack it even for a cup, definitely for a pot. And if you want to go for tea bags, I don't know how strong the tea bag stuff is. I'm recommending what I've tried, which is just the Kava, and then you fill it in the tea ball. Because then you can make it as strong as you want, and it's not that hard to fill a tea ball. It takes like 2 seconds. And then I just wipe it out with a paper towel in the trash when it's done out of the teapot or the cup. And don't microwave your tea ball if you make a cup. Boil the water, and then, even if it's in the microwave, then put your tea ball in it, because it's metal, so yeah. But if you want to use the bags, just use like 2 per cup and make it super strong, because I've never played with the bag. So if you go, you know, I tried Kava and it was a bag and it didn't work, Morticia said it would work, I have never done the bags. So if you need to do that and you really don't want to mess with the ball, I suggest strong Kava to make sure. And we let it steep after we boil it for like 30 minutes or something, right, Gomez?
Yeah.
Just to make sure, because I want to get my full benefit. I have drank Kava when I wanted it, and I was too impatient too soon, and it was okay. But let it sit there for a while and cool down, and leave the tea ball in it, and just let it roll, let it hang out with the water, and get really strong, and that's when it's going to do what it does for you. You might feel your mouth feel slightly numb when you drink it, just a little bit, not like where you can't, just a slight, you know, not like I can't feel my tongue. You know, I don't mean really numb, I'm not exaggerating it, but then you know it's working, so it's all good. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time,
Stay spooky, my friends.